Coming up, we're talking the Outlaws and USMTS modifieds at Mississippi Thunder. Eldora rained out this weekend, plus news from Kaylee Bryson and the Chili Bowl. Let's go. Today is Thursday, May 5th, 2022. Welcome into Dirt Tracker Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. The World of Outlaws Late Model Series and USMTS Modifieds get started tonight at Mississippi Thunder Speedway in Wisconsin for the three-day Dairyland Showdown. The Outlaws will race tonight and tomorrow for $10,000 to win each night, and then the Saturday finale will be a very nice $50,000 to win. The Modifieds will run for $3,000 tonight, $5,000 on Friday, and $10,000 on Saturday. The Outlaws are coming off those two nights at Bristol where Jonathan Davenport and Ricky Weiss each picked up $25,000 wins. Davenport has been on an absolute roll lately. He's earned big money wins over the last week or 10 days with XR, the Flow Racing Series, and now the Outlaws. And he is headed to this event this weekend, so he'll be hard to ignore over the next three nights with big cash on the line. On top of JD and the Outlaw regulars, we'll also see Bobby Pierce, Mike Marlar, Jimmy Owens, and plenty of other local and regional guys. This weekend drew nearly 40 cars last year, and with even more money on the line this year, I don't see why we shouldn't have at least that many. With Brandon Shepard and Rocket off to chase the Lucas Championship, the Outlaw points battle has shifted to Dennis Erb and Max Blair right now. Those two are separated by 38 points with 12 nights complete. Tanner English and Tyler Bruning are third and fourth, both of those guys just a little over 100 points back. And then from Kyle Hammer in fifth on back, everyone else is over 200 points out and probably out of the championship chase at this point. And that group does include Ryan Gustin, who I thought would continue to improve with the series in his second season. But the Reaper took a beating in Florida at Volusia to start the season, and over these first 12 nights, he only has 4 top 10 finishes. His average finish has declined more than 6 spots per race versus a season ago. He finished second in the Mississippi Thunder finale last year, and he needs to try and find that speed again. I know when you look up and down the Outlaw order right now, there doesn't appear to be much star power with all the big names either running Lucas or not running a series at all. But I think this Outlaw Championship fight is really intriguing and could stay close all season. So it's like, would you rather have a star or a couple of stars running away with this thing, or would you rather have maybe some lesser known guys or some guys that you wouldn't consider stars really battling it out all season? Right now, you've got the journeyman in Erb versus the upstart in Blair. Both can win races, and even though this is Blair's first crack at a national tour, he's got plenty of regional experience winning championships, and he will easily be a factor in this. You've got two very different situations, two approaches to watch as these guys race it out. B-Shep ran away with this Outlaw Championship in 4 of the last 5 seasons, so I think it'll be nice to maybe have a little drama this year. In the win picks department, the DirtTracker.com analytics prediction formula likes Max Blair tonight. He's got 6 top 10s in his last 7 Outlaw starts. I think just for fun, I might roll with Bobby Pierce tonight as my win pick. I think also this feels like a weekend where we could see some regional guys grab some victories. I wouldn't sleep on names like Jimmy Mars or Jake Timms at this racetrack. As for the USMTS Modifieds, they've only raced 4 times this season, and Dustin Sorensen enters as the points leader over Jason Hughes, Tanner Mullins, Tyler Davis, and Rodney Sanders. Sorensen, Davis, Cale Westover, and Jake O'Neill have the 4 victories so far. Defending series champion Derek Ramirez is down in 9th with those 2 top 5s in 4 races. Both of the top 2 in the standings have won at this track in their careers, with Sorensen being the most recent winner there back in 2020. According to the series, 34 drivers have run all 4 events this season, and with good money on the line, there shouldn't be a lack of cars on that side over the next 3 nights. Now, here's where things get crappy. If you want to watch tonight because you can't get to the racetrack, things are messy on the streaming services. The Outlaw portion of the night will be live on DirtVision, while the USMTS Modifieds will be over on Racing Dirt. So you can't watch the USMTS on DirtVision, and you can't watch the Outlaws on Racing Dirt. The 2 sides could not agree on a deal to show both divisions, as you might expect, so it's going to be one of those crappy streaming nights where you'll have to have a subscription to both and be flipping back and forth to see the full program. So be prepared for the complaints on social and in the forums. This issue still sucks. It still doesn't seem to like it's going to be getting any better anytime soon, so this is just kind of the world we live in right now. The World of Outlaws Sprint Cars and USAC National Sprint Cars were supposed to be at Eldora this weekend for the Let's Race 2 event, but wet weather and saturated grounds have forced the track and series to sack the entire thing. How many times have we said that lately? Neither day of racing will be made up in the future, and ticket holders will get credits on their account. This is now 4 straight shows for the USAC sprint cars that have been affected by rain. They will be back in action on May 12th at Lakeside. As for the Outlaws, they are up to 9 shows now either canceled or postponed because of weather so far this season. With Eldora lost, they will now head to Pennsylvania next week for 3 races. They'll take on Lincoln on Wednesday, May 11th, and then 2 nights at Williams Grove to follow that weekend. For more details on the cancellation, visit EldoraSpeedway.com. When the USAC Silver Crown Series heads to Port Royal Speedway for the first time coming up on June 18th, Kaylee Bryson will be making her debut with the series. She's going to team up and run the event with Sam Pierce Racing, and she'll be the 10th woman to make a start with that series. Bryson is currently 9th in the USAC National Midget Point Standings and has 2 podium finishes in her career. She's part of that Toyota pipeline and has also found success in micros, along with making select pavement starts recently. Bryson's most recent finishes in the midget driving for Keith Coons Motorsports were a 3rd and a 9th at Port City a few weeks ago. Nice to see her continuing to expand into other cars and types of racing. I think it's super valuable for these drivers to get experience in a variety of car types. If you're a fan of the Chili Bowl, that event is making a schedule change for the 2023 version of the event. When they added Monday of Chili Bowl week as another prelim night, they kept the Monday practice session, but instead of there being 2 practices that day, they shortened it to just the one in the morning, with then racing happening that evening. For next year, they are moving practice to the Sunday before and bringing back the 2 sessions. Teams will be on track in the morning. There'll be a rework around lunchtime, and then they'll reverse the order, and teams will get to practice again in the afternoon. Monday will then just be dedicated to that first prelim night event. The event's operations director, Matt Ward, said they were concerned with moving things back to the weekend because they usually have used those days to get everyone parked in the building, but they will now use all day Saturday to get trailers moved in, so they should be good to go for Sunday. For next year, they've also bumped the week-long pit pass price. It's now $405 for the 7 days. You will continue to see some complaints about the prices, especially with the event still only paying $10,000 to win. But it's hard to blame them when cars and fans keep showing up to that event in record numbers. In the business world, you'd call this pricing power. They have the ability to raise prices without affecting demand. As a business owner, that's what you want. This payout situation is really a problem for dirt racing as a whole. This isn't just just a Chili Bowl issue. Racers and teams say they want to race for more money, but there are still a lot of events that don't pay a lot, that get huge car counts, and yet others that have nice purses that don't get attendance. So don't tell me payouts matter as much when that is the case. Either way, I'm a big fan of the Chili Bowl personally. I've been a few times. I think it's an incredible week-long festival of racing. Awesome to see it continue to grow and expand. There are 5 shows on today's streaming schedule. Dirt Vision has night 1 of the World of Outlaws late models from Mississippi Thunder, like I mentioned. Flow Racing has Flow 24/7 and more IMCA action from the Tulare Thunderbolt. And Racing Dirt has the USMTS modifieds from Mississippi Thunder. To see the full daily streaming schedule with links to watch, visit dirttracker.com/watch tonight. That's it for the show today. Have a good Thursday. If you have thoughts about the topics on today's show, please leave them in the comments below or tweet at me. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more Dirt Tracker Daily.